Hello, Gelly Asafsky here, child and family therapist and founder of Parenting with Gelly. Today's mental health tip is about embracing life's journey. Okay, this is me being real, raw, and right here, off script. Not that I'm on script typically anyway, for those of you who know me well. I'd like to share with you something that's happening in my house. My adult daughter, who's not practicing the Jewish religious faith, is moving back home and bringing along with her a beautiful 75-pound pit bull dog named Iggy. Now, many people have been asking me, how could you, somebody who's observant and practicing the Jewish faith, be willing to have a child in your house, an adult child in your house, who's not practicing Judaism at this time? Many people have said, how could you have a dog in your house? For those who are not familiar with the Orthodox/Hasidic culture, it's really unusual for someone to have a dog in the house, and it's not part of our culture. And many people have maybe an irrational fear of dogs. And when people think about pit bulls, they get really excited and unnerved, and it gets complicated. And so my answer to my family, my friends, to anybody out there that's listening is love conquers all. I embrace my children, whether they're religious or not religious. I embrace my children, whether they have a dog or they don't have a dog. I embrace my children because they're mine, because they're worthy and deserving of a mother's love. My daughter and I have a good relationship at this time, and it is very meaningful to me to be on this journey with her as she moves back to New York and is in our home temporarily. But still, it's just a beautiful thing. Many children who have struggled with the faith feel rejected and feel hurt by a system that, no longer works for them or never did work for them. And, there are many emotional issues that come up for parents of what we call off the Derech children. That means off the path. But everyone has a path. And for those of you who may have been raised in a religious culture, there's a lot of pressure, like how people look at you if your child's not following the faith. And I am saying loud and proud again that I am okay. My daughter has a place in my home. My daughter has a place in my community. My daughter is free to walk around my community wearing pants. I typically wear a skirt because that's part of the faith for Jewish women. And with her dog, and if anyone has a problem with it, they can get over it because she's my daughter, and there's always going to be a place for her in my home. And that's all there is to it. And for anybody out there that knows somebody or has a child that is not practicing the Jewish faith or any faith that they were brought up in, I want to give you hope. I want to give you courage. I really want to give you the strength to defy anybody that tells you that your child doesn't have a place in your home, in your life, because they are not doing things the way you taught them to do, or they're not living their life in accordance with the laws and the customs that you set them out to live with, okay? Children will challenge us. Children that are struggling will challenge us more. Children that are hurting will leave. And what do we have left? What's left is love. Everything else falls to the wayside. What's left is forgiveness, acceptance, compassion, kindness. And I'm not saying it just because these are words. I'm saying it because this is something that's my own journey. And I have thought about this very deeply. Do I want to put this out there? As a therapist, I'm not one to hide, but I haven't really broadcasted this like live TV. But on the other hand, I have a responsibility. And I have a responsibility to myself, to my child, to trash stereotypes, to really say it the way it is, if I have a platform here to make a difference in the life of any parent or any child that hears this. If anyone has been hurt by their mother, or if any mother is hurting because their child made a choice to live differently than all the hard work they pumped into them as a child, there is hope because there's love. And if you open your heart, everything else falls to the wayside. And as a matter of fact, I am thinking about starting a group therapy experience for parents whose children have left the Jewish fold, so that parents can be supported, so that they can get some hand holding. So if that's you, or someone gave you this video to watch, DM me, reach out to me, Google me, and leave me a message, call me, and we can talk about this group and that I'm planning to set up. It is going to be a paid group, but it is going to be about me sharing all the layers and pieces in an organized fashion about how to parent a child who is living a different lifestyle than you, and how to work on yourself so that everything that's left between you and your child is just about love. It's just about the child you gave birth to. That's what it's about. Okay. I hope this is helpful, and please DM me with your comments. I'd love to know what you're thinking about this. Take care. Bye.